Well, welcome to a new upbuild garage video on our dream garage build. So this time we're going to carry on where we left off on the last one. We're going to be working on the inside. As you can see, we've got some racking there, some heavy duty racking which we're taking down while it's fitted up temporarily just while we're working on a few jobs. So we're going to take that back down. We're going to actually work on insulating all of the inside, work around the walls, new wall boards going up, plenty more to come to share with you. We have all the outside to look at, all the walls on the outside to seal off, and then we're going to build an upstairs inside too. Anyway, much more to come. We'll share that with you when we get to it, but for this time we're going to be working just on the inside, working around the wall boards, putting all the insulation in. So we'll leave you with the video. Enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the thumbs up button, that helps us out massively. Really appreciate that, and comment away. Tell us what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. We really appreciate all the comments and we'll reply to all of them. So stick your comments down below. Appreciate that a lot. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Right, time for a bit of an update on what's happening here. Explain what's going on. Let's see. Obviously, you've seen now we've got all the bench back together. Everything's back on there now.
It's great now we've got the racking back in there and the tools back in that corner, but you can see as we're carrying along there.
We're just getting this next bit done. So what we're doing is, you've seen, we're basically, to help us out, so obviously putting them extra beams in the centre of all the boards. strengthen the walls up, and obviously we're intending to do that all along. To get the nails in, so we're just in the right place in the back. What we did was just pop the little screw through as a guide down the side of that timber once we put it in through the wall, and then took it out the other side, both the top and bottom, and just lie a rail or a lat down that, and then just put the nail gun down the side of that lat and bang the nails in all the way down. Then we know we'll be going in the back of that timber on the other side, obviously, just where we put the nails in, where you've probably seen us do that. So then obviously we'll put the bit of, once we've got them in, we'll put the insulation in. So obviously we need to get a bit of insulation in the back of here. So we'll just be putting our PIR insulation board in. Yeah, it's the stuff we took out the other garage down at the other garage we were in. So I know a lot of people laughed at us taking all the insulation out. Clearly they haven't bought much insulation before, because it ain't cheap. We probably took, it probably took us about what, 20 minutes, not even 20 minutes, 15 minutes to take the insulation out the other garage.
Yeah.
And that was for 300 quid. About 300 quid's worth of insulation. Yeah. 15 minutes to take 300 quid's worth of insulation out. It was worth it.
It's come in now, going in here.
And then we'll put the boards on top of that. So we've got the boards, actually there's a pile in the back of the van. So we'll stick them on top, because obviously we've got a 9mm board on there. Put them all the way around. And they'll go up to the main beams, so they'll be exposed, as you can see in that one. Kind of see in the back there, that beam's exposed. So we'll kind of have that kind of look all the way on the garage. It'll look quite nice on the inside, so you'll see sort of like the main beams on the main structure all the way around. Excuse me. Yeah, fantastic. So
we'll get that, and we'll get the rest of the racking up when they get across there.
Yeah.
So it's more racking like that, which is down here.
That's a pile down there.
Down here, pile of it.
Down the bottom there.
And we'll extend that racking along to the next post that's in there.
Yeah, that next beam. Going there. There's another leg. You can actually see it just behind the ladders in the corner. There's actually another leg in the corner which will sit there with them shelves on. So we'll be able to put a lot of the stuff, as I mentioned earlier, on the rack, and then we'll kind of clear our floor a bit. Anyway, fantastic. That's great. That's a good bit done.
Yeah.
Sit you back on the tripod and watch us do the rest of it. Fantastic. Just good for that one. Well, time for a little bit of an update. So, as you'll have seen there, that's all of the insulation from the corner all the way around, right the way around into the back. 2/3 of the back done. So, got a little bit distracted by fitting the quick jacks up in the corner. So, just standing them up into the corner there, just on some couple of little brackets. I've been sick of moving them around the weight. They're really heavy, these. They're probably, I don't know, roughly, it's probably like 50, 60 kilos in each one of those, so they're quite heavy. But yeah, so I have to move them around the floor quite a lot when we're working. We planned on putting them up on the walls, so made a couple of brackets, as you can see in the back there, to sit on. They're not actually sitting on the brackets, they're just actually stopping them from falling off the wall. And got the pump on the top there, and all the rubber blocks, different ones, the two hydraulic cables. Just keeps it nice and neat. All the tools obviously just all back on the board. Nice to get them all back on. 205 bits and pieces up height, all the interior, bumpers, dashboard, wiring loom, that sort of thing for the GTI. More stuff up, and then all the insulation in the back. It's great working with that insulation because it's, as you saw, it's nice and easy to cut round and fit it in. We've just been using all the stuff obviously that we had in the old garage that we took out. 50 mil insulation. But it was worth taking out. I think I've probably already mentioned it. It's not cheap, it's quite expensive. So an 8x4 sheet, 25 quid for an 8x4 sheet. So, I mean, there's what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 8x4 sheets there, and then probably half as much again on the top. So 15, 16 sheets there. I've got a little bit left there. So what's that? 25 quid a sheet, 10, 200. Probably like 400 quid's worth of insulation in that old garage that we took out. So it's worth taking it out. But yeah. So as you can see, it's going to really help the place in the winter stay lovely and warm, nice and solid as well. So obviously at the moment we haven't got anything in here. So we'll put another piece in here. Brings it out, you can see from that one there. Just brings it out nice and neat, just up against the pillars. So just got the pillars exposed. Look quite nice in the garage, just sort of seeing all of the pillars that are exposed. Can't quite see the corner ones. They're it goes up the corners. You don't see much of the corner ones, but you can see obviously the main pillars all the way around. Although you're not seeing much on that side, but the ones on this side, I quite like sort of the sort of naked wood look. I don't mind it like that. I'd probably just leave it like that, to be honest. Get some good banners. We've got some sort of bigger versions of this sort of thing. The old shell poster, actually metal one, that one. Just bits and pieces. We've got some old Morris wheels around the back. I'm just going to get sort of just put bits and pieces on the wall. Just sort of showed up. So I think the next bit, like I said, next bit's going to be carrying on with the insulation around that side. Been putting our timbers in as we go. So take the cover off the MX, off the tool. Actually, I'll do that now. I'll take the cover off. It's full of stuff inside of it. Absolutely full. Anyway, let's get this cover off. Dear me, there's a lot of stuff in there. There we go. Right then. As you can see, there's an awful lot of stuff in there. Doors, more trim panels. That's a roll cage off the MX-5 that we took off. And then all suspension. I mean, a lot of this stuff will be junk. It's just going to go in the bin, but you know, it's a basis to work off. Fuel tanks in there. yeah, so the plan, oh, we'll get to that later. You've heard enough about the 205. We're going to be getting back to that, putting that back together. It's a track car build. That's a project which we're going to be getting on with very soon, that and the Mini. If you haven't already seen the Mini, I know I did say I was going to be an update, so there probably already has been an update on the Mini, but we're going to have that down here. If it's not already, this might be in the past actually, this video. You might see the Mini down here already. Yes, so let's get that out. We're going to strip a load of gear out so we can lift it out. The problem, we've got a problem with the garage, well not problem, but there's something else we need to do as well. You've probably noticed this side of the garage, it's probably 2.5 inches lower. Hold down that side and see where that ridge is. So it's where that's where the old garage wall was that we knocked down inside this garage. So we're going to concrete that, level all that up to this side and around the back. I mean, obviously it'd be lovely, wouldn't it, just to go and put a complete new concrete pad down. But it's thousands, and you know how much we've spent on the roof and everything else, as you can imagine. It's cost a lot, all the timber and stuff. Materials are expensive, so expensive now. So yeah, so what we'll probably do is, after we've done this bit of wall, we might actually just quickly drop onto that and just get a bit of concrete down there, just level that off, just to make the place a little bit more nicer to work in, a bit nicer to work in. And we've got the front end of the garage with the bottoms of them doors, you can see. And yeah, I need a bit of concrete, which we'll put down just to sort of level off the front, and then a bit of bead round some drafts excluder, because the draft's coming in the front end there now. It's where it's, you know, if we get any cold windy weather, it's comes straight in the front there, just comes straight through them in front of them doors. So as you can imagine, with it being the winter, it'd be nice just to get it to a nice state for the winter anyway. There we go, right. Okay, I've waffled on enough. I'll get that on the tripod for you, and then I think I'm going to carry on cracking on with that. We'll get this all stripped out and pulled out, and we can get some more boards, more sheets in the back of there, and some more of the timbers in the corner. We've got them in the corner here. Carry on with the insulating that bit. Brilliant. Crack on.
With